Welcome to the Family Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ian. This is my wife and co-host, Nathalie. The Family Mess, the podcast about life with kids and all things adulting. Let's talk.
When is the last time? You just be mad.
No, you're very, Diedre, she's very, what's the word I'm looking for? When she argues, she's very expressive.
I'm very emotional. No.
Hey, Nathalie. How are you today?
Never in the mood. I'm great, Ian. How are you?
As she's saying this, she's looking at me with her fake smile, and I don't know what to say. We're having a rough couple days here. Diedre, why are you laughing?
Because it's unreal to be in the midst of the family mess.
Oh my
I usually
gosh.
listen to it. Now I'm in the midst of it.
Yes, we have a special guest today. We have had a few rough days around here.
Yes, and it's not my fault.
Not even going there.
Oh my God.
But we have a special guest. Since we are the Family Mess, we like to invite family members on the show.
I'm so happy about this.
Yes, today we have Diedre on.
So blessed one.
Yes, and she has a YouTube channel. Was it So Blessed One?
So Blessed One.
Yes.
The number one. So Blessed One.
Yes, and she is my niece's mom, who I've known her since I was little. I don't know, what, 10
Forever.
years old?
You're about 10.
Forever.
9, 10 years old.
Yeah, so over 30 years. And so she is on our show today. Ian wanted to invite her on because he just loves her spirit.
Oh yes, Diedre,
and
you
loves listening to her, and he loves her voice.
You have the best videos. When I watch your video, I just get so happy. I'm like, she's so, I don't know what it is. You express yourself, and you're like,
goodness.
I watch it. Actually, Noah got me watching the video because Noah subscribed to your.
No.
He does. He has your thing on his phone, and he's like, and he says he watches
Instagram or YouTube?
YouTube. He says he watches it all the time. I'm like, really? He's like, yes, Daddy. She is so funny. I like her. I'm like, whoa, Diedre, you're famous. You didn't even know it. What's up with that?
It's amazing that you don't know who's listening to you.
Diedre, I'm telling you, you have a fan base right now.
Hey, she's
following
had people
you.
stop her on the street. And it's like, hey, so blessed.
You're YouTube famous. I'm telling you.
Wow.
I'm telling you, you're doing a good job. You got to keep it up.
I better get back. I've been slacking lately.
What do you talk about on your YouTube channel?
I usually like to say the 5 F's I talk about: faith, family, fun, food.
I like food.
What else?
like
Fashion.
And fashion.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. That's basically faith. So relationship. I love relationships. So it's one of the reasons I love the Family Mess.
Oh, do you hear that?
I love all types of relationships.
Every week.
Intimate
Yes.
relationships, siblings. All kinds of relationships.
Yes, all the dysfunction of relationships.
Yes. A lot of dysfunction.
I say we all have a little dysfunction. You have to just balance how much you have.
But that's what makes it fun, though, is the dysfunction, I think, is what really makes it interesting. You don't want dysfunction all the time, but a little bit of dysfunction is okay.
Yes, it's not too bad.
It keeps things, even in a weird way, it keeps things interesting. You know?
Yes. Because the Family Mess would not be the Family Mess without the little dysfunction.
A lot of dysfunction, unfortunately.
Man. Did you see the video I put up yesterday with, was it yesterday we went to the outlets and we were all mad?
I hadn't seen it yet, but I saw the headlines and I was at work and I said, I cannot wait to watch this and see what was going on with
I'm
that.
not even going to tell you. I'll let you look at the video when it said
tonight.
It was a couple of rough hours. I think we're about to kill each other. I'm like, this is the worst day ever.
It's so funny. I had anticipation of, I'm going to savor this because I was at work and I'm always getting interrupted when I'm at work. I'm 911 operator, police dispatch, and I'm always trying to,
Oh,
yeah,
you're doing a series.
Yeah. And so I always get interrupted. So I was savoring when I, get home. I'm going to watch what's going on with the Family Mess.
It wasn't that crazy, but it was.
Diedre, tell her, Diedre, the people like us. I think they like us because, see, she doesn't think so.
People do.
But
People do.
But I told her it's not because we're being fake. I said it's just being us. We're not going out to try to do these things. We just do it and people will say, oh, you're funny. Well, this is us in real life. This is not, we don't fake any of this stuff. These are.
Unfortunately, I've been told many times we should have had a, what is that, a reality show?
Yeah.
Or I should blog, like when my kids were younger.
I told her
my kids were crazy.
Diedre, our kids were crazy when we were younger. I said gray hair, my chin.
I cannot believe the gray hair, Ian.
Oh my God.
I mean, you were what, 18 when I met, 16, 17 when I met you?
I can't remember. Has it been that long?
17,
Oh my gosh, I think it has.
Well, I've known her for 30 years.
Oh yeah, you've known a lot longer than me. Oh my
Your
God.
daughter's 30, right?
But I remember he was in high school though when I met him.
Oh my, has it been that long, Diedre?
Yeah.
Oh my, I don't remember that. My God, it's been that long?
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know where you all were in your relationship. I don't know if you were just friends but you would come.
Natalie liked me back then, but she wanted to deny her love for me.
Unfortunately, nobody can see my face
Look
right
at her
now.
face. Look at her face. She's lying.
Never was no love.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, I was listening to the Family Mess when you were, I guess you would pick on, because Ian was like the little geeky kid.
Oh,
and
man.
you would pick on
He
Ian.
was geeky.
Did you hear those episodes, Diedre?
Yes.
I can't believe I was a geek. I have to admit.
I laughed
was.
because I remember. And I was like, Natalie is so right.
Oh my God, I was. I think about it now. I'm like, yeah, my mom did dress me, and it was horrible. I don't know why I allowed
She
myself.
did her best.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I tried. I mean, I wasn't perfect, but I tried. but recently, Diedre, did you know that there was a bug in the house? And I have the backstory on bugs.
Okay.
Now, my backstory is a good backstory because I grew up with bugs, but not purposely. What happened was, in the house I grew up with, our dad was so cheap, Pastor Beeson, was so cheap that he didn't spray for bugs in our house. So there was roach manifestation.
Oh my goodness.
I would sleep at nighttime, and sometimes I'd feel the bugs on my feet. It was terrible.
Oh my God.
It was like hell. It was terrible. So I'm going to fast forward to 35, 40 years later. There was a bug, and the kids were freaking out.
No, Diedre, this was like not just a bug. It was one of those huge outside flying roaches. It was huge.
Flying roach? Oh,
My dad said those are demons, but I don't care what they are. I don't want them in my house.
Because Samuel came and he's like, help, roach. And I was like, just kill it. He goes, it's huge.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I haven't seen a roach in here in forever.
It-
So when he
yeah.
said it was huge, I was like, let me go look.
and
when I went out there, it was huge.
Diedre,
Well,
I mean, it was fat.
well, the problem
Oh my
was
goodness.
I
Fat
was
roach.
working, right? I'm working and I have things to do.
Right.
Someone's over here just fiddling with the
no,
computer.
no. How's she going to call this fiddling?
And doing stuff.
This
This
how-
is real work stuff.
She don't understand.
Yeah,
See, you see what happens?
That ain't buying groceries.
I know it ain't buying
That ain't
groceries,
buying
but
groceries.
you got to start somewhere. Listen, I'm starting. What are you doing? What are you starting? I mean, I know you're working and hard.
And I
Listen,
asked
listen to this.
someone who was working diligently
Listen to
on
this.
nothing
Okay.
to
Deidre.
help me to get the
Deidre.
bug because I was focused on what
Right.
I was doing.
Deidre, I'm petrified of roaches. Look at my face. Just even talking about them, I get
But how are you petrified
My-
when you grew up with them?
my tummy hurts just thinking about them. Like when I think about a roach, I'm like I get scared. And
But I
so-
don't understand how you can be petrified when you grew up with them
No,
in the house.
well, I didn't grow up with them purposely. I mean, if I had a choice to get out of the house,
I know it wasn't purposely, but
Deidre,
Right, you have to kill a few in your life because they're right there. And
Yeah,
you live in
but-
Florida.
you don't understand. I'm scared. Just talking about it now, I'm scared. Look at that. She thinks I'm a big black guy having muscles. She called me a bad word because I wouldn't kill the roach, and I'm offended that she did that. And then we got in a big fight. And she threw the paper on the ground.
No. See, he ain't even telling the story right.
oversimplifying it.
Right, yes.
Oh man.
So I sat there and I asked him nicely 3 times to please get it because I'm focusing and I'm trying to get this stuff done.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm not killing the roach. Now, you know, if you don't kill a roach or you don't spray the roach, where the roach going to end up? When you sleeping in your bed,
It's not
on
going
the
to end
wall?
up. She thought
Because that roach crawls everywhere.
she thought it was going to end up in her mouth. I said, Natalie, that's ridiculous.
know.
The roach ain't going to end up in your mouth. What are you talking about?
Yes, your ear, your
Oh,
eye,
come
Anyway,
on.
any orifice it gets fine.
Oh
That's
my
why,
God.
That's why I sleep with underwear. I will never not sleep with no underwear. I always tell Ian, man, I'm afraid of something. You never know, something might crawl up there. I don't know.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever
Well,
heard.
hey, that's my paranoia.
Oh my
I'm
God.
putting on some
Ian,
underwear.
even if you are scared of a roach, you are the man of the house. Even
He don't
scared,
care.
you don't show fear and you go
Deidre.
and kill the roach.
Deidre.
Exactly. But no, this has
Deidre.
been a problem for a long time,
Deidre,
right?
I've
So,
lost.
Do you know? He told me once. I said, you know, my dad used to kill roaches with his bare foot. My dad would. My
Listen,
dad's an old Jamaican man. He would just
Right.
step
I'm
on
not-
it.
I'm not
And
your
he says,
dad.
I'm not your dad.
That's right. I'm
So
not your dad.
it's like for me to look, and then he won't even pick up the roach.
What? I did pick up the
And
roach.
I'm
Deidre,
on Natalie's side on
Deidre,
this
I
one.
ended up picking up the roach. I did after much debate with Samuel because he wouldn't
After
do
it was dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
After I had to get up.
Yeah, she killed
Now
it.
see, and what happened was when I got up,
Actually, no, I
he
didn't.
was sitting there looking down on a note, with a notepad, and I hit the notepad off of his
No,
lap
Deidre.
because I was so annoyed.
Deidre, let me show you what she did. Deidre, I had it in my hand, and she goes, you ain't doing nothing. Whack! And just whacked it on the floor. And
Right,
then
because
left.
that was my frustration.
Deidre.
Because he, in that moment,
Deidre.
was not willing to sacrifice
Deidre,
his
do you
fear
hear her voice?
to help me.
Do you hear her voice here? This is what we went through
And
the
so
last.
we've been arguing for days after we haven't even made up yet.
Oh, this is
days.
just recently.
Oh, it's like,
Oh, yeah, we're
that-
still-
that's where the tension is. in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
room.
yeah.
But
We're
he-
still.
Well, I will tell you that I'm on Natalie's side on this, and let me just give you all a little short story
pray for
before
us,
we
Deidre.
segue
Pray
into
for us.
another topic. So I was my husband and I just came home from church, and we were in the driveway, and he got out and went to the neighbor's house to talk to the neighbor, and he's dressed in his suit and his Stacey Adams, and he's over the neighbor. And I see,
Adams.
and I don't even know. They might have been like Payless Stacey Adams.
Oh man.
but there were some, I'm sitting in the car in the driveway, and there must have been a snake bed because about 3-4 snakes come up out of the ground. And one snake slithers under our patio door and goes onto the enclosed patio. So I call my husband and I say, come over here. There's a snake bed and a snake has slithered into the patio. And he comes over, and I'm thinking he's going to go get a hoe, a broom, or he comes over and he stomps the snake to death with his feet. I was both equally horrified and titillated at the same time. I was horrified that he stomped the snake with his shoes. Wow. But I was also kind of a little titillated that my man, he stomped that snake with his feet. Right. So I said that to say, Ian,
Diedre, I'm scared of a snake. I can't do anything about this snake.
I'm not going to lose my man card because of this.
No.
Listen, I will kill the roach next time, okay?
Yes,
if it's that much of a burden, I will kill the roach.
Roach and you hide your fear.
I am dead. I hate Let's talk about roaches.
But this is the worst part. He's mad at me, but I said, you know what? You're not really mad at me. To me, I'm saying to myself, you mad at yourself because you know in that situation in front of your 2 kids and your wife, you refuse to stand up, and I had to go out there and kill that roach.
Diedre, if that was a gunman,
he acted like I committed the worst sin in the world because I hit the paper out of his hand. That was just frustration.
And I am inclined, and I told you how women think. If I am inclined to believe that if you are that deathly afraid of a roach that you would not stand up for your kids and your family, you are definitely not going to stand up to a gunman.
No.
So, if this or anyone else.
If this was a gunman, it's a totally different scenario.
No.
Because
let's move on. Let's move on to
he's that I got your back way back. That's him.
No. What is happening here? I thought this was going to be a show. Now I'm being ganged up on.
No, you're not. No, just that particular point. Because when I listen to the Family Mess, a lot of times I'm in the privacy of my own home or car or whatever, and I'm on your side a lot of time.
You hear that,
but
Natalie?
This particular time,
she's on my side.
I'm on Natalie's side.
Thank you.
All right.
Because I know this was all about him. I just left him alone. He wouldn't talk to me. Acted like I was the worst wife in the world because I hit the paper.
Diedre,
how dare you hit the paper out of my hand?
Diedre, we go through this
I can't believe you did that.
We're going through marriage woes. This happens every couple of weeks. This is not abnormal for us. We have disagreements all the time.
So do you all think? Not in a while. Do you all think that you fight fair, or do you think that you fight unfair?
Well,
do you think you fight unfairly?
I fight fair.
No. Hell no.
Fights unfair.
No.
You just don't fight.
Ian doesn't even fight.
No.
He don't even want to argue about
Diedre,
nothing.
I grew up in a household where my parents fought a lot. So as a boy, I'm like, I don't like fighting at it. So when she starts fighting, I go, ram. I do the opposite.
Not even a fight, discussion. He don't even like to discuss.
Nope.
And he rescinds every time, even a discussion. He stops. And curls up into a little ball like a little roly-poly.
I remember the roly-polies.
Diedre, don't laugh at her jokes. That's funny.
A good one.
He just curls up and he don't want to say, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not talking about it.
Diedre, I am trying to work on it. I admit it. I have my flaws.
And
I do.
You have to communicate.
No, I know. She knows this. She knows I've been better at communicating over the years. So it's a slow process. We had to go to therapy
for that. We had to go to the therapy.
It's a slow process, and I do backtrack every now and then. But for the most part, I am making improvements.
Would you say that, Natalie, he's making improvements in communication?
You better say it. Listen,
this is Natalie's opinion.
Natalie needs to talk for Natalie.
All right, you go ahead.
For the most part, he has made some improvements, but there are still some areas where he could do a little bit better with talking about his feelings and things like that. He doesn't talk a lot about and not shutting down all the time.
I admit it.
You both agree that he's improved but needs to get better.
Yeah, I admit I have things to work on, and I do try. And Natalie knows it takes me a long time, but I do admit when I'm wrong at times. It does take me a while, but I do try to really be a better husband, and I have tried to improve things over the years because I used to be much worse than this.
Yes, because before when we first went to pre-marriage counseling, my mom made us go, and
my God,
we get into an argument, and he was like, "I'm not talking." He wouldn't talk to me. And so I get over things real quick and then move on.
I don't know how she does it.
I don't have time for that.
I don't know how she does it.
And so, but he's holding it. So I'm like, okay, well, when are we going to talk about it?